Hello humans, it's just Martine, and I've been reading War and Peace for like 10 months now, and it's gotta stop. I started reading War and Peace when two booktubers I follow did a read along. I was going strong, I was going with their plan, then I hit a huge reading slump and stopped reading pretty much anything, especially War and Peace. So as of like right now in this moment, I'm at 52%. I've made very slow progress over the past several months. I stopped reading it for several months, and then I would read it occasionally. So I went from like 48% to now 52%. And I want to finish this book, and I would love to finish it before it hits the year mark that I've been reading it. So March 1st, I want it done by then, and it's January 10th today. So we're gonna start this journey to get it done. See, tonight, my thought is I've already read a whole book tonight. So it's like, why do I need to be reading another book? I could be reading War and Peace right now. That's hard when I really love the feeling of like finishing other books. Quick reads are always really like alluring to me, and it's hard to get through my bigger books. This is another, for instance, for you, aside from War and Peace or like this nonfiction I'm in the middle of that's like 600 pages. Slower reads are harder for me to get through. It's only 8 p.m. and I think for the next little bit, I'm going to spend a few minutes reading War and Peace and then like a few minutes watching a YouTube video or doing whatever, and then switching back and forth, and we're just gonna do that. Let the journey commence. January 10th. Here we go. A little more than an hour of reading. We're now at 56%. This is the most progress I've made in literally over half a year. It wasn't that bad. What is wrong with me? 58%. I have not read more of War and Peace. Thank you. It's February 28th, and I've made admittedly very little progress since I last spoke to you about War and Peace. I'm at like 65% now, which, you know, is further than I was the last time I talked to you, but not as far as I'd like to be. I started reading War and Peace for March 2021, so March 2022 is going to be the end of it. So starting today on February 28th, I'm going to read my 30 required minutes of reading every day. My goal of 30 minutes every day on Bookly will be War and Peace. I can do reading other than that, but the first priority is War and Peace. So 30 minutes of War and Peace, at least, every day. Let's finish this book, please. It's March 7th, the first day of the Squash That series readathon, and I can't wait to jump into my books for that. But instead, my first reading of the day, as it should be, is 30 minutes of War and Peace, which is self-restraint. I'm gonna finish this book. I swear it. It's March 11th, and I'm at 90% of War and Peace. It's March 13th, 2022, and I just finished, after a year and 2 weeks of reading it, War and Peace. I gave this book 2 stars. I think it was pretty clear from my journey that I had a really hard time keeping up with this book or showing interest. There were entirely too many characters to have any hope of making any sense to me, and a lot of the characters were not very distinct in my opinion. I got them confused a lot. Additionally, a lot of the characters I just didn't care about, and I really didn't care about all of the battle scenes. For some reason, the second epilogue is just a really long musing about free will and had nothing to do with the characters, in my opinion, at all. That was a rough end to the book, but I'm done it now. And do I regret reading it? No. This is one of those books that I wanted to read at some point in my life, and now I have, and I never have to read it again. One hopes, one presumes. Thanks to Kelsey and Gabe for giving me the push I needed to get started on this over a year ago. And when I went in the chat a few days ago and I was like, I'm almost done, finally, they cheered me on. I'm sorry I didn't enjoy it much. It's not because it's a long classic. I've read other long classics that I've really loved. I loved Les Mis. That's the main one I can think of right now. I'm really proud that I powered through, even though Bailey is probably watching this video screaming to herself that I should DNF it. I took several months off and I vowed not to restart it, even though I didn't really remember the beginning, so at least I had that going for me. This is a major victory today. Super pleased with this. What a way to end my spring break. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and comment down below what's one book that you really wanted to read at some point in your lifetime that maybe let you down. Or if it didn't let you down, let me know what it was so I can maybe add it to my list. And subscribe for more reading, writing, and college lifestyle content. And until next time, bye humans, bye!